So you're curious what mushroom farmers prefer when it comes to growing different kinds of mushrooms. So I thought it might be interesting to go ahead and make a tier list of all the mushrooms that I like to grow, and we're gonna rank them from the best mushrooms to grow as a mushroom farmer to the worst mushrooms to grow as a mushroom farmer. So let's get to it. All right, first up, we have the king pearl oyster mushroom. This is a really, really good mushroom to start off with. It's very thick, it has a nice meaty stem to it, really good culinary wise, so it gets a 4 to 5 stars on taste. Very good. The caps are also very light, and they can sometimes get really big. The thickness of the stem does add another culinary dynamic. Sometimes you can get some really thick ones, and you can do really cool like bacon-like slits with them, and just sear them off in a bunch of different ways. This mushroom is a great choice to start off with too. It's great for beginners, so it's not that hard to grow. So in terms of how hard it is to grow this mushroom, 4 out of 5. It's pretty easy. Cost-wise, if you're going to grow this mushroom and sell it, it's pretty good. It often gets pretty heavy and it gets really big, so it fills boxes really nicely. So let me know if you agree with me, but this is an A tier mushroom in my opinion. Just because of culinary versatility, it's really profitable, it's a good mushroom, it's quick to grow, very easy to grow. Next up, we have a little bit of black truffle. So on the point of my finger there, if you can see that, it is a black truffle. I was given one from a restaurant and I took it home, a couple of little slits. I've never been able to grow them, and I heard they're extremely difficult to grow, so in terms of ease of growth, it's going to a 1 star, that's for sure. I thought I'd include it because it's a little interesting. It's a mushroom that I've had, but I've never grown it. If you're wondering where all these pictures came from, I have taken all the pictures throughout the course of my mushroom growing endeavors. So yeah, black truffle, ease of growth, not very good. Cost, very expensive, so it's gonna get a 5 stars on the cost. It also tasted very good. They're just really cool, and I personally love the taste of truffle. So in terms of a taste, I want to pump it up to A, but there's just no way because it's so hard to grow. So for that reason, it's so good. It's a very profitable mushroom, apparently. I don't know, it's just gonna have to, it doesn't really make much sense. I probably shouldn't have added it. It can't go D because it's just so legendary, it's a truffle, so it's going C for now. Next up, we have the blue oyster mushroom. This is the one everyone starts with. It's legendary, it's super easy to grow, and because of that, it makes it a profitable mushroom. I don't want to put it S tier, but it's just so easy to grow. Because of the ease factor will make it a more profitable mushroom. So profitability wise, it's definitely a 4 to 5 stars. Ease of growth, 5 out of 5 stars. No doubt, it's just so easy to grow. The taste of this guy, not my favorite. It's pretty good. You can really doctor it up if you're really good with like glazing them and stuff like that. It's a 3 out of 5 stars for me. The caps are really nice. The stems can be a little chewier. So not next to the king pearl. It's such a legendary mushroom though. Like it has to go next to the king pearl just because of how easy it is to grow. That makes up for the little difference in taste. It's going to be an A tier. It's going to be an A tier. It just has to be. Next up is the chestnut. Now, this might be kind of a controversial pick for me because I hate this mushroom. It looks really cool, but I don't like it at all. I find it really hard to grow, and I feel like every time I like put it in something, it just crumbles apart. So I've kind of stopped growing it. Also, it's kind of finicky. Like I've had trouble growing it. It's really cool to bring to the markets, so it's probably a little more profitable. So we're going to give it an ease of growth is probably going to be 2 out of 5 stars. Profitability wise, it looks cool, it's eye-catching. People will buy them as long as you keep them in good shape, so probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. You know, you're selling retail or wholesale. There's something interesting. You know, you're not really going to see them unless you have a local grower. So that's good. And taste-wise, just not my favorite. The stem isn't that great. 3 out of 5 stars on the stem, and just the mushroom in general. So it's gonna go, I'm deciding B or C, but I think I'm gonna put it C. I just really don't like this mushroom that much. The next is the Noki mushroom. This image has some blue oyster and some pearl oyster harvested really young. They're looking beautiful in this picture. The Noki is unique, really good in soups and stews. Has a real nice taste to it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The nice little caps on top are very nice. Profitability wise, you can grow a lot of these off one like block, and they come up like weeds. I mean, second flushes, third flushes, whatever. So very good. You're gonna produce a lot of them. At least I have with this particular Noki strain. In ease to grow, not very hard either. This is a good mushroom. It's unique. It's good. I've sold it at my markets. Tend not to be as popular. I don't think people are familiar with them as much as some of the other ones. So, you know, pretty good mushroom. Ease of growth. I give it a 5 out of Give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 ease of growth. Profitability, pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. And the taste, 4 out of 5. This is another A tier mushroom. Another A tier mushroom. All right, next up is the King Trumpet mushroom. This is a lovely mushroom. It's one of those ones that you can also take, has usually these consistent, thick stems on them. And then you can slice them horizontally, diagonally. You can make kind of mock scallops or bacon strips out of if you cut them long ways. They're a really good mushroom. Just a really good, well-rounded mushroom. You can do a lot with them because of just the way they're structured. They also have a nice taste, and they hold up well in the fridge. A little better than the oyster mushrooms. So sometimes they can get a little blotchy in the fridge, but they're not bad. Ease of growth, these are a little bit more finicky. So I'm going to give it, for an ease of growth score, 3 of 5, because sometimes you put them in the grow room wrong and things get messy. They're pretty prone to like blotch and stuff like that. So you got to kind of stay on top of your grow room. Profitability wise, people love them. They're an easy sell. It's not hard to pitch them at the markets and restaurants. Yeah, there's something to throw in your variety, so that's really good. And usually they sell for a good amount. We're gonna give it 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for the King Pearl on profitability. And then taste wise, they're really good. I want to give them a 5 out of 5 out of 5 only because of their culinary versatility. This is it's crazy to put it in S tier because like the oyster didn't get in there, and the oyster is legendary. But I see so many oysters. Ease of growth, they're so good, but I don't know if I should put it in S tier or not. I love seeing them grow. Like when you see all those King Trumpets all over the place, I love seeing that. I think we're gonna keep it in A tier though. I think I'm gonna keep it in A tier. I like it. It's a good mushroom to grow. Next up is the lion's mane. Okay, so this is a big one. Lion's mane, pretty good. It's a pretty good mushroom. Some say it has like a nice lobstery taste. I find it's really good with butter, and you can kind of mimic that lobsteriness with it. So taste score, it's gonna be a 4 out of 5 for me. You can do a lot of things with it because of how thick it is. So lion's mane is pretty versatile. So culinary wise, it's gotta go 4 out of 5. It's not like my favorite mushroom, that's why it's not getting the 5 out of 5 for me personally. Profitability wise, super profitable mushroom. It's getting a 5 out of 5. Huge dense clusters. They last a long time in the fridge. They're there when you need them as a farmer. They just produce in all sorts of different climates, and there's so many different strains you can get. So it is a legendary mushroom, and it's super easy to grow. 5 out of 5 easy to grow. 5 out of 5 profitability, and the taste wise pretty good. It's a 4 out of 5. Lion's mane's an S tier. It sells really well. There's a lot of health benefits too. Lion's mane's an S tier. I don't think you can get around it. Imagine there's somebody like, no, this is terrible, you're wrong, I disagree completely. You know what, it's fine, you can, because this is out for the public. I made this, so you can go on tierlist.com or whatever and search it up. I guess I'll leave a link in the description, you can check it out. And you can do your own. I'd love to compare like all the different mushroom rankings you farmers or individuals have. Next is the maitake. The maitake is one of my favorite mushrooms. Every time I bring it up to a chef, they're like, maitake is great, we'll take some, as long as it's like a higher end restaurant, because they're a little bit more expensive, and rightfully so. They take a little longer and they're a little finicky. I love this mushroom so much, me personally. It's definitely at least A tier. It's harder to grow. It takes a little longer than other species, and you got to put it in the grow room at the right time. So ease to grow is definitely like a 2 out of 5 for me. It's just different. It's not as consistent, but if you get them down, if you have some success and you keep rolling with your certain strategy and you get it to grow good, it can be a really good mushroom to grow. So ease of growth, it's a 2 out of 5. Profitability wise, it's super profitable. I mean, if you get them to grow good, you get 2.5 pounds. You can sell these mushrooms usually for a little more than the oysters and lion's mane and stuff like that. So it's a 5 out of 5 for profitability. Growing this mushroom is just great. Now, taste-wise, phenomenal. 5 out of 5. That's why the restaurants love them so much. That's why people love them so much. That's why you hear about them so much and people forage for them. It's one that a lot of people are familiar with that like to forage, so it helps when you're selling at the markets. Like, whoa, you have maitake, or chefs like, whoa, you got some maitake. That's really cool. This mushroom is also known as hen of the woods, or Agrifola frondosa, I think is its genus species name. Super good mushroom. The only thing that would keep it out of S tier is the fact that it's not that easy to grow. It deserves A tier, but I love it so much. I think I'm gonna put it in S tier because of my love for it. I don't grow a lot of it, but I love it so much. I'm gonna try growing more of it. It deserves A tier, it really does. I'm gonna put it in S just because I love it. it just has to sit there for at least for now. This one's an interesting one. I grew a Namiko mushroom. It's hard to grow. It was very inconsistent, but I really like this mushroom. It was kind of different. It had the slimy cap. It's really bright and orange. Yeah, it's a really, really unique, nice mushroom. Its stems are interesting, a little lighter. Yeah, really good. Apparently it's used in like a lot of Japanese style soups. Just really cool, really eye-catching. See if I can blow that image up on the screen. I really like this mushroom. Super hard to grow. I'm gonna get a 1 out of 5 for growing. I mean, this thing was just really hard to grow. So ease of growth, 1 out of 5 stars. Profitability wise, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of chefs like even like know what it is too much. Like Namiko, never really heard of it or touched it. So it's really cool. I think it's an easy sell because it's just its uniqueness. So profitability wise, because it's so hard to grow though, it does take away from its profitability because you can't grow a lot of them, you can't get them selling, but they're good. They're gonna sell decently. I'm gonna give it a 4 to 5 on the profitability scale. Taste wise, pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 on the taste scale. That's going B tier. It's going B tier because it's just so difficult to grow. Next up, we have the pink oyster mushroom, the legendary pink oyster. Pretty good mushroom. It just grows like a weed. It's crazy popular at the markets. It's just eye-catching, so that's why you kind of got to grow them. Pretty profitable, easy to grow. Not the most expensive mushroom out there. The shelf life sucks on it, so that takes away from its appeal. It just wilts so quickly, kind of gets soggy and has this like fishy smell to it. So that's a downside of it. I think it's gonna hinder its taste score. So taste-wise, we're gonna give this like a 2 out of 5. You know, it's just like another oyster mushroom, but because of those other reasons, it's just not like the other oysters. Profitability, pretty good, same as the oysters, probably a 3 out of 5 for profitability, just because of its lifespan doesn't last so long. And then ease to grow, it's super easy to grow. That's going to be a 5 out of 5. I have no troubles with the different temperatures, hot temperatures, all that sort of thing. Yep, it's going to go, its ease of growth is kind of saving it a little bit in the B tier, and it's super good at the markets. We're going to go B tier. The reishi mushroom. I've only grown like a couple. They take a long time to grow. They're really cool to watch grow. Not my favorite mushroom. Apparently very medicinal, and that's really what it's used for. You boil it down in teas. Not super familiar with it though. I've only grown it a handful of times. I'm thinking ease of growth, 2 out of 5. It's not very hard to grow, but just takes a while. You just kind of leave it in the bag. Maybe it deserves a 3 out of 5 for that then. Profitability wise, it's apparently you can sell this if you tincture it out for a good amount. So it's not a bad mushroom. Apparently it lasts, I think it lasts a little longer too. So we'll give it a 3 out of 5 for profitability. Taste. Yeah, taste, not a big fan. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 for this guy. It's gonna go C tier. It's gonna go C tier. It's gonna go C tier. I don't even know if I can put anything in D tier. All right, well, let's move on. Shiitake is up next. We're gonna throw it in B tier for right now. The shiitake mushroom is super hard to grow. It just takes a long time. Actually, I should rephrase that. It's not crazy hard to grow. You just gotta have it in a good spot and wherever you're incubating. And then it should bark up pretty well. And once you put it in the grow room, it kind of just does its thing as long as you keep it watered. You gotta be a little more attentive to it. So it does require some extra work, but in terms of humidity levels or CO2 levels in the grow room, it doesn't matter. The shiitake just grows. So it has some resilience to it that makes up for that tedious incubation process. I haven't really had too much trouble with incubating. I do get a really wide range of poundage though from block to block, so it's pretty inconsistent. The ease of growth of the shiitake, it's gonna go right in the middle. I think it's a 3 out of 5. It's hard to be consistent with it. It's borderline 2 out of 5 stars, but we'll leave it at 3 out of 5 for ease of growth. Profitability wise, people love this thing. It lasts super long in the fridge or out. It's very hardy, has a really good appeal to the restaurants and at retail, just because it's known. It's a known mushroom. It's what you'll see in the supermarket sometimes. Compared to some of these other mushrooms, it's not really in there. So it's really an easy sell. It also looks like a mushroom. All these other ones don't really look too much like mushrooms when it comes to like the average Joe thinking of a mushroom. You got the cap and the stem, you know? So easy sell, very profitable if you can grow them good. Again, because of how long it takes, that does hinder its profitability a little bit. It's a 4 out of 5 on profitability. And then taste-wise, it's super good. People are familiar with it. I love this mushroom, really good with butter. Pretty simple dishes you can do with it, just makes the dish great. Caps are really good. The stems can be decent if you cook them right and they're kind of softer. I've had some stems that are very soft, some of them that are a little harder. So Taste-wise, I'm gonna go 5 out of 5. I love this mushroom, super good. It definitely deserves A tier just because of how well known it is. The only downside is how long it takes to grow, and so that's basically its ease of growth score. And yeah, I think that concludes the list. So we have lion's mane, maitake at the top. Those are the champions. If I had to pick between the two, probably lion's mane has to go at the top. All right, I'm gonna save this. So if you wanna go check out the tier list and try it out for yourself, just go to tiermaker.com. And then you can go to the top, there should be a search bar, and you can just search in mushroom, and you should see my little Mountain View mushroom. It's the profile picture on my channel. You can go ahead and click on that, and then you should be able to go ahead and try the tier list out. And that's it. That is my tier list.
Hey, thanks for watching till the end. If you want to check out Spoiler Load, go ahead and click the button at the bottom right. And if you want to enjoy another video, go for it.